Welcome to this episode of It's Political with Pradeep Bhandari. Now, in this episode of It's Political, we will be decoding the real swing voter and the real floating voter in this election, Bihar elections 2020. Yes, I'm talking about the women voters. Now, let's understand this. Nitish Kumar since long has won the Bihar elections because of a very strong constituency of women voting for Nitish. Now, there is a data which suggests that in 2010, if more than 40% women were siding with Nitish Kumar, that increased in 2015 to more than 59%. So, whenever there is a close contest in any of these seats, it is the women voters which make Nitish sail through. Now, look at this and compare it to Narendra Modi's strategy in 2019. When Narendra Modi had to get a lot of Dalit votes, the focus was on providing the welfare benefits to the Jatav Dalits and to the Jatav SCs. So this is why you see that Mayawati's core vote bank in Uttar Pradesh moved from Mayawati to Narendra Modi and BJP in 2019 Lok Sabha elections. Now similar trajectory is what Nitish Kumar has been following since quite some time. Now if you look at it, that early in 2000, at least 20% was the difference between the women and the men in terms of those enrolled for electoral roll. Now in 2010, compared to 2010 and 2015, the number of women which were enrolled in the elections in 2010, the number in 2015 was 50 lakh more than that is in 2010, which suggests that with time, more and more women have been participating in Bihar in order to decide the electoral fortunes. And if you look at the welfare schemes of Nitish Kumar, if it is providing the scholarship to women, or it is, for example, providing the reservations to women in government jobs and police, or instance, after 12th, any woman passes 12th class at 25,000, one-time the money is provided to them, or to an instance that post-graduation one-time gratuity of 50,000 is provided. All of this suggests and is pointing towards a strategy to catch the women voter young and to ensure that at every point of time the women voter remains with Nitish Kumar. And this precisely has been the biggest problem for the Mahagathbandhan led by the RJD in Congress, that despite a lot of caste dynamics at some seats going in their favor, it is Nitish Kumar's social engineering along with the mass support of women with Nitish Kumar in the successive elections which have made Nitish surprise a lot of political analysts. In fact, this time also, the seats given by the JDU to women candidates is 20% more than the number of seats that the JDU gave to women candidates last time. Also remember that women is a loner voter, which means that whenever you will see women in at their house talk along with their husband, they will speak one language and one voting preference. But when they are alone, because ultimately voting is private, it is an individual's fundamental right, you will see that the women will express some other choice. Which means that women today are more individualistic, whether it is Bihar or Uttar Pradesh, and women have become the new voting caste. And this is why that Nitish Kumar's main social engineering was to ensure that the EBC voter, which constitutes a large chunk of the Bihar population, which has been responsible for Nitish Kumar winning a lot of elections in the past, despite the MY factor going in favor of the RJD and led alliance, is that the women across in EBC have majorly voted for Nitish Kumar. In fact, in the extremely backward category, the number of women who have voted for Nitish Kumar is much more compared to the other castes. And along with BJP, if you forge the alliance, you will see that even in the upper caste, the BJP gets a large section of the women voters. So what is the moot point? The moot point is that if the RJD-led alliance is able to drift away some of these women voters towards them, or cause that division in the women votes going towards the Nitish Kumar-led alliance, then you will see a cracker of a contest in Bihar elections 2020. Well, that's this episode of It's Political with Pradeep Bhandari. Keep following me as I travel 243 constituencies, 38 districts and 8,000 panchayats. And remember to tune in for the exit poll on Republic Media Network, the JKB exit poll on 7th of November. Thank you so much. Namaskar.